We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. And don't forget SuperTalk TV. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And today we're catching up with one of our favorites from the Delta, Dr. Pam Chatman. She's known as the Boss Lady, and she's always up to some good things. Hey, Dr. Chatman.
Hello. How are you today?
I am doing well, and it's been a while since we caught up, Dr. Chatman, but you are still going and doing and in the trenches there in the Mississippi Delta up to some good. So what's been going on?
Well, Rebecca, we have opened up a new store for kids in the Mississippi Delta that is called Boss Lady for Kids. And we are excited about it because we're trying to teach kids what it means to give, to serve, and generosity. And kids are allowed to come into the store and actually pick out something for themselves and two other things for somebody else that they know that is in need. We have an inventory of $100,000 of Amazon products, and this is at no charge to the children. Everything is free.
I love this, Dr. Chatman. I also love that when I saw on your release about it this morning for kids to sort of sign up, is you were talking about no parents allowed. This really is the child's opportunity to go in and not be persuaded about what to get or what not to get. It's truly just their opportunity to shop.
It's an opportunity for kids to be kids and also to show their parents that they watch and see what their needs are in their homes, because inside the store there's clothing for the kids, clothing for the parents. There's household equipment, there's electronics. I mean, you name it, we got it right here at the Boss Lady for Kids. We have exercise equipment, we have microwaves, we have ceiling fans, we have chandeliers, we have kids' toys, kids' clothes. We have all kinds of patio furniture. I mean, you name it, we have it at the Boss Lady for Kids. It is a $100,000 valued Amazon truck that I partnered with an organization out of Indiana. And so we're able to get 18-wheelers of merchandise every 2 weeks. To bring to the Boss Lady for Kids location.
I love that. I was going to ask how did it happen, but so how did that happen? How do you luck up and make these partnerships and connections, Dr. Chatman? Because it feels like, man, you really do have your hands in about anything to do good with the Delta. People are watching. You never know through social media who is watching you and seeing what you're doing. And so I had an organization out of Indiana reach out to me and said, hey, we've been watching you from a distance, and we love how you're moving. We love how you're focusing on children. We love how you're focusing on the families, and you're giving back. And we want to be a part of that. We want to help you to expand your. And so along with that, Rebecca, we have a national initiative that is called Boss Giving. And it's where we travel from different states, teaching people what it means to give and to serve. And we also help people that are in crisis situation, storm disasters. So we are just really trying to connect the dots nationwide and let people know nationally that there are some good things and some good people in the Mississippi Delta that genuinely care about children and families. Amen. I agree with that. Yes, and this is a perfect place to talk about that, Dr. Chatman. And I know that registration's open because this is going on tomorrow. So if folks want to help get kids registered for your Boss Lady for Kids event that's coming up tomorrow, how do we do that? How do we make sure that the right children are selected, they're registered appropriately, they show up on time, all of that? Give us the details.
Well, here's the thing that we don't discriminate. We want every child, whether they're rich or poor, middle class or whatever. All you got to do is register. We're trying to keep up with the numbers of people that we're actually serving in the Mississippi Delta. We've had people to come as far as Jackson down to our stores. People start to line up here in Cleveland, Mississippi at 6:30 a.m. just to get into the store. So we've had them come as far as Jackson, as far as Rolling Fork, as far as Carrollton, and as far as DeSoto County. So we're having people travel a great distance just to come and see and be a part of the Boss Lady for Kids experience. And so all they have to do is go to our social media page. There's a QR code there. There's also a link. and register your kids. We're trying to see who we're serving, at what age. Kids from 3 to 18 is welcome into our stores here at the Boss Lady for Kids.
Is this a one-time event, Dr. Chatman, or will you guys be doing this throughout like a quarterly or a few times a year, or just as you can get the resources?
We open up every Saturday. From 9 to 12 every Saturday, unless something else, we're out in the community or in another state doing outreach. But we open every Saturday from 9 to 12.
Well, that's good to know. So now if you can't make it tomorrow, you can sort of think through it through the next couple.
You can come back. Absolutely. You can come back next Saturday. We want to also share with you, Rebecca, that we will open up on other days. Let's say if Child Protection Service call and say, hey, we just snatched some kids from, their families, or something happened, a fire happened, and the kids don't have clothes, the parents don't have clothes. We would then open our doors during the week so that we can try to assist emergency operation centers, child protection services, youth courts. And then we have, sometime we're going to start scheduling, like Boys and Girls Club may want to come one day during the week as a field trip. Then we're going to open our doors just for them. So we have some other initiatives that we're also kicking off during this summer, leading into the school system, where we're going to be opening up on certain days, just a private event for themselves, for that particular organization.
And your Facebook page is the best place for people to stay connected with that, correct?
Absolutely.
And what is that, to make sure we send them to the right place?
They can actually go on to Facebook and look up Dr. Pam Chatman, and they will be able to see the registration form there.
You also have Boss Lady Transportation. How's that still going, Dr. Chatman? You still helping folks maneuver their transportation in between home and job and all the things?
We are excited to say, Rebecca, God has been so good to me, and so good to the Mississippi Delta, not just Mississippi, over in Arkansas as well. We are still going. We're almost 6 years strong doing the Workforce Transportation Initiative that we have partnered with FedEx at the hub in Memphis, Tennessee. We are in Cleveland, Greenville, Grenada, Marks, Batesville. We're glad to say we're in Helena, Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. So we have several different locations where workforce transportation is still in full force, and we're excited about it. We hope that eventually during the fall that we can expand that workforce transportation, but we just want to not just focus on transportation, but we want to be able to focus on workforce. How do we get these people to go back to work? I think the pandemic has spoiled a lot of people. They get hired one day and 2 days later they're quitting. So I think the pandemic has trained people how to survive and live without working. And so we want to get people to go back to work. Go back to work. And, of course, again, workforce transportation with the Boss Lady Workforce Program is still in full force. We're still out there recruiting. We're still out there marketing and telling everybody, if you don't have a ride, get on the bus, and it's free at no charge.
I love that. Dr. Chatman, what keeps you going? Do you have a special kind of coffee or tea that you drink in the afternoon? 'Cause you're just like the little engine that could.
I think my love for Mississippi, my love for the people in Mississippi, I just love, seeing people smile, seeing people survive. And so if there's anything that I can do, to add to better in Mississippi, I'm all about that. And so, I'm looking forward to also trying to help out with broadband and creating a transportation initiative, because they're going to be doing a statewide tour here shortly talking about broadband and internet. And we're hoping to eventually create an internet broadband transportation project. So we are excited. We're still trying to create. Every day of my life, I live to create and serve the people of the Mississippi Delta.
And you do it so well, Dr. Chatman, and with the most beautiful smile also. I love what you're doing for the kids. That's Boss Lady for Kids. It's coming up tomorrow, but you have to register, but also every other Saturday. Encourage folks to go to your Facebook page, Dr. Pam Chatman. And no telling what you'll share next time you join us, Dr. Chatman.
I hope to be talking to you real soon, Rebecca, making a major national announcement of what we're getting ready to do to help the families in Rolling Fork from this tornado of 2023. So we're crossing our fingers. It's going to be a major announcement, and we are very excited about this next power move that we're about to announce.
Can't wait to hear all about that, Dr. Chatman. You're always welcome here on Good Things, and thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Always a pleasure to be on the Road Radio with you live.
All right, y'all stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.